Welcome to Whispers in the Wind, Stories of True Crime. Vanished into the Wind, The Disappearance of Claudia Lawrence. The disappearance of Claudia Lawrence on March 18, 2009, marks one of the most perplexing and enduring mysteries in recent British history. At the age of 35, Claudia, a beloved chef at the University of York, vanished without a trace from her home in the Heworth area of York, England. Her sudden disappearance sent shockwaves through the community and sparked an intensive investigation by law enforcement agencies, leaving family, friends, and the public desperate for answers. Over a decade later, Claudia's whereabouts remain unknown, and her case continues to captivate hearts and minds as the search for truth and justice persists. On March 18, 2009, Claudia Lawrence, a chef at the University of York, finished her shift at work and returned to her home. It appeared to be a routine evening for Claudia, and she reportedly spoke to her parents on the phone that evening, giving no indication that anything was amiss. However, Claudia failed to show up for work the following morning, prompting immediate concern among her colleagues and loved ones. When she also failed to respond to calls and messages from friends and family, her father, Peter Lawrence, became alarmed and visited her home to check on her. Upon arriving at Claudia's house, Peter found no sign of his daughter. Her belongings, including her passport and bank cards, were left behind, but Claudia herself was nowhere to be seen. Peter immediately reported Claudia missing to the police, launching an intensive search effort to locate her. In the days following Claudia's disappearance, law enforcement officers conducted searches of her home, as well as nearby areas and properties. They interviewed friends, family members, and colleagues in an attempt to gather information about Claudia's whereabouts and state of mind in the days leading up to her disappearance. Despite these efforts, no trace of Claudia Lawrence was found in the immediate aftermath of her disappearance. The community of York was left stunned and bewildered by her sudden vanishing, with her family and friends desperate for answers and clinging to hope for her safe return. As days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, the search for Claudia continued, but leads grew cold, and the investigation seemed to stall. The disappearance of Claudia Lawrence remains one of the most enduring mysteries in North Yorkshire police history, leaving a community in turmoil and a family in anguish as they wait for answers. The disappearance of Claudia Lawrence on March 18, 2009, prompted an extensive investigation by North Yorkshire Police, one of the largest in the force's history. Detectives and officers from various units were deployed to meticulously comb through every aspect of Claudia's life, searching for clues that could lead to her whereabouts. One of the primary focuses of the investigation was Claudia's personal and professional life. Detectives interviewed friends, family members, colleagues, and acquaintances, seeking to establish a timeline of Claudia's movements and interactions in the days leading up to her disappearance. They explored her relationships, social circle, and daily routines, hoping to uncover any potential leads or motives for her vanishing. In addition to interviews and inquiries, law enforcement officers conducted searches of Claudia's home, vehicles, and electronic devices for any evidence that could shed light on her disappearance. Forensic experts analyzed the evidence collected, searching for DNA, fingerprints, or other forensic traces that could provide crucial clues in the case. The investigation also included searches of the area surrounding Claudia's home and known frequented locations. Woodlands, waterways, fields, and properties were meticulously searched, with officers using sniffer dogs, divers, and specialized equipment to scour every inch of ground for any sign of Claudia. As the investigation progressed, appeals for information were made to the public, urging anyone with even the smallest piece of information to come forward. Rewards were offered for information leading to Claudia's whereabouts. Posters and flyers bearing her image were distributed throughout the region and beyond. Despite these efforts, the investigation faced numerous challenges and setbacks. Leads grew cold, potential suspects were identified and cleared, and the passage of time seemed to dim the prospects of a resolution. However, the dedication and determination of the investigating officers and Claudia's loved ones never wavered. Over the years, the investigation into Claudia Lawrence's disappearance has continued, with periodic appeals for information and renewed efforts to uncover the truth. Despite the lack of concrete leads or breakthroughs, law enforcement agencies remain committed to finding Claudia and bringing closure to her family and loved ones. In the years following Claudia Lawrence's disappearance, several individuals have emerged as persons of interest or suspects in connection with the case. These individuals have been scrutinized by law enforcement and the media, but thus far no one has been charged in relation to Claudia's disappearance. One of the most prominent persons of interest in the case is Christopher Halliwell, a former taxi driver who was convicted of the murders of two young women, Sheehan O'Callahan and Becky Godden Edwards, in separate incidents. Halliwell operated as a taxi driver in the York area at the time of Claudia's disappearance, leading investigators to explore possible connections between him and the case. Halliwell's modus operandi and criminal history raised suspicions among investigators, and he was questioned in connection with Claudia's disappearance. However, no conclusive evidence linking him to the case was found, and Halliwell has maintained his innocence in relation to Claudia's disappearance. Other individuals who have been investigated in connection with Claudia's disappearance include former associates, acquaintances, and individuals with potential links to her personal or professional life. These individuals have been subjected to interviews, surveillance, and background checks as part of the ongoing investigation. Despite these efforts, the investigation into Claudia Lawrence's disappearance has faced numerous challenges and setbacks. Leads have grown cold, potential suspects have been identified and cleared, and the passage of time has dimmed the prospects of a resolution. In the absence of concrete evidence or breakthroughs, Claudia's family and loved ones continue to advocate for justice and answers. They have tirelessly campaigned for information, lobbied for changes to the legal system, and kept Claudia's story in the public eye in the hopes of generating new leads and bringing closure to her case. In the years since Claudia Lawrence's disappearance, her case has left an indelible mark on the community of York and beyond. Despite the passage of time, Claudia's memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew and loved her, as well as in the minds of countless individuals touched by her story. The legacy of Claudia Lawrence is one of resilience, hope, and the enduring pursuit of justice. Her family, friends, and supporters have refused to give up in their quest for answers, tirelessly advocating for Claudia and keeping her case in the public eye. Claudia's disappearance has also had a profound impact on the wider community, sparking conversations about the safety of women, the handling of missing persons cases, and the importance of supporting families of the missing. Her case has raised awareness about the complexities of missing persons investigations and the need for greater resources and support for law enforcement agencies tasked with solving such cases. Despite the challenges and obstacles that lie ahead, the search for Claudia Lawrence continues. Her family, friends, and supporters remain steadfast in their determination to uncover the truth and bring closure to her case. As long as there are unanswered questions and the possibility of finding Claudia, the search will continue, fueled by the unwavering hope that one day she will be reunited with her loved ones where she belongs. The disappearance of Claudia Lawrence remains a haunting mystery that has gripped the hearts of people across England and beyond for over a decade. Despite extensive investigations, appeals for information, and the tireless efforts of law enforcement and loved ones, Claudia's whereabouts remain unknown, leaving her family in a state of perpetual anguish and uncertainty. However, amidst the darkness of Claudia's disappearance, there shines a beacon of hope. The unwavering determination of her family, friends, and supporters to seek justice and uncover the truth. Their tireless advocacy, resilience, and refusal to give up hope serve as a testament to Claudia's enduring legacy. As the years go by, the search for Claudia Lawrence continues, fueled by the belief that one day answers will be found and Claudia will be brought home. Though Claudia's fate remains uncertain, her spirit endures, inspiring others to fight for justice, advocate for the missing, and cherish the moments with their loved ones. As long as there are unanswered questions and the possibility of finding Claudia alive, the search will continue, guided by the unwavering hope that one day she will be reunited with her family where she belongs. Thank you for joining me here at Whispers in the Wind. If you enjoy this channel, Please like, share, and subscribe.